Now the last question, this is interesting. So this question is, why do you wear grey t-shirt only? Hi there, and you're welcome back to the Simple Create. Oh, sorry. You're welcome back to my channel. My name is Oladimeji Ajegbile. I'm a designer and podcaster. I started this YouTube channel a couple of months ago, and I don't think I've gotten the chance to come onto the camera like this and say thank you to everyone who has been supporting my content, who have been watching my videos, listening to my podcast. I really appreciate you guys a lot. Thank you so much. So over the course of the 17 to 18 months I've been doing this YouTube and creating content, there has been some questions I get asked often, and today I've decided to answer some of these questions. Actually, just 3 of these questions, and I'll be answering them. Now, these are questions that are asked regularly, and I think I'm doing this question tag. I don't know what it's called, but I think that's what it's called. So I'm doing this question tag, and I'll be answering 3 of your most asked questions. And the very first question here says, how do you stay motivated and where do you draw inspiration from? Now, with motivation and inspiration, these are 2 concepts I haven't really gotten myself comfortable with them yet, because I still feel motivation is sort of a myth where you keep seeking for motivation, and what if you don't find it? What if you don't get inspired? What if you don't get motivated? Do you still, leave whatever it is you're doing? Being a designer, I'm constantly in the works, making sure that I get things done. I push out content, and I do client work, and I've realized that waiting to be motivated or to get inspired is not the best way to go. So one thing I do is I try to make myself accountable to something. So I have a daily routine I follow. I wake up in the morning, do my morning routine, get ahead to client works, and then take a break, go into consultation sessions and stuff like that. So I know that every single day I have to do this same set of things I've planned to do. Otherwise, I will get stuck in this world of wanting to be motivated or inspired before I do anything. So the way I operate is action first, which leads to motivation, and then eventually it leads to inspiration. So the next question here is, do you have a mentor, or who is your favorite mentor? Okay, so this is something I get asked a lot in the DMs. People come to me and say, Dimeji, can you be my mentor? I love the things you do. I love the work you do. Can you mentor me, for something? And it gets very weird when, people are asking to be mentored when I didn't even have a mentor myself. Now, I'm sure you're wondering, how come you don't have a mentor? I believe in this understanding that you can learn from anybody whatsoever. And giving you an example of the Simple Creative podcast. When I started the Simple Creative podcast, I didn't have an idea of what podcasting was. So what I did was I studied almost 7 to 10 persons, if I'm correct, who are podcasters or are video creators or are content creators, and studying their lives kind of helped me realize how to go about my own journey. So what I did was I put together 10 different people's experiences, how they started their podcast, how they became creators, put everything together, and it led to what I'm doing right now. So I believe strongly in the understanding that if you can learn from anybody whatsoever and stop waiting to focus on one person, then you can actually grow and get better. Imagine this, that you are focusing on one person, learning from that particular person. I think that you will never get to that person's level because that person becomes a standard for you. So imagine you pick 10 people together, you pick 10 things from 10 different people, put it together, and then it becomes one major thing in yourself. I think it's more interesting that way, for me anyway. So I don't have mentors, but I have a lot of persons I learn from. Now the last question, this is interesting. So this question is, why do you wear grey t-shirt only? So the reason why I wear grey t-shirt only, it kind of started from this thing I had, which is decision disorder, where making decisions is very difficult for me. I can spend the longest time trying to decide the very basic things. And one experience that kind of changed everything was I was trying to get ready for church one day, and then I picked 7 different clothes, and I didn't really like any one of them, and I got late to church. So I decided that let me even go through my entire wardrobe and understand my kind of clothing. So I realized that every single day I'm very comfortable in t-shirt and jeans and ankle boots, and that kind of became my personal style. Now, gray t-shirt wasn't the initial goal, but then when I started making videos initially, I was making videos in my smartphone. So recording with a black t-shirt, you usually have this film grain and noise on the black t-shirt, and I had to go for something that wouldn't really make that visible. So this kind of gray t-shirt has sort of particles on it, and when I'm filming, the particles appear on this, but they don't, they're not that visible. And I kind of stuck with the color gray, which is why people call me gray man, but it's all right. So these are the main reasons why. This is why I actually wear the gray t-shirt, and it has become my personal style for the longest time now. So thank you so much, guys, for asking the questions. If you have more questions, I really love to hear from you in the comment section below. I would really appreciate if you ask me questions. And then, has been the entire experience for you? What do you think about my videos? I know you watch them a lot. Thank you so much. And if you're watching this and you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe right now. I'd really appreciate that. Like, do it right now. Subscribe. Thank you guys so much for all the support. It means a lot to me. If you want to get to know more about me, you can check out my Instagram, Dimeji, Diimejii, or check out my website, oladimeji.com. And if you want to say hello, just send me an email at dim@oladimeji.com and I'll be in touch. Thank you so much for watching, and stay safe.